This is bad. This is bad. I hope your woman gets you. You have.
I'd rather lose to the Green Bay Packers. I'll go out and say it. I go out on a limb.
He go out on a limb. That's cool. All right, check it out. All right, here's the part. Okay, when do you think and who do you think first the heads will roll? It'll either come from offensive coach, defensive coaches, players waived. It'll be something. Who do you think is going to be first? Because right now, everybody's accepting that Dallas is not going to be in the playoffs. What they're saying is right now, when the team starts to quit and you lose this badly, you can't wait till the next 8 games or 7 games to make changes.
No, that's why it's almost like the hand is being forced, but I don't know. I have no idea where they will go with this. But, you don't like to make wholesale changes in the middle of the season. So no matter what, here's the problem. You almost always end up firing the head coach and then taking one of the assistants and making him the head.
I hear you.
And so you have to take into that, to me, the relative value of that versus just keeping Wade for the rest of the season.
I hear you.
I think I would probably just keep Wade the rest of the season. I don't really go along with those. I don't see how you really do better.
Yeah, I think the part that gets me is that some coaches get teams who have losing records to step up and play as hard as they can. When you see Buffalo, here they are playing as hard as they can, and everybody feels for them because they're exacting the best potential of their players. And then you see a team over here, and I'm going, so the example of this coach that they have right now is that you can't even get your players to play out through the season. They're getting paid, high-paid salaries.
That's right.
What's the problem here? And you expect this coach to mobilize and energize the team, the same players, next year.
I don't know. Even though I think the Buffalo thing is an unfair comparison, Vic, because they do have those wonderful hot wings.
I knew
up
it.
there.
See, I knew it. See, I knew it was coming.
That's the home of the hot wings.
This is the whole part where he's not
they're
listening.
eating different. They're eating different.
Okay.
And it's really cold up there sometimes.
Okay. Going on football because he's already gone off the map. Here's the question. Even though it's our lead story for this segment, who stands a better chance of making it to the playoffs? Brett Favre and the Vikings or Michael Vick and the Eagles? And what do you think will constitute the preference, your choice?
The Vikings.
Why?
I think better running attack, more consistent all around.
Now, their record is still under 500, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And the Eagles are doing a little bit better. So you're putting your money where Brett is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would put it with the Eagles, but I just think I don't know how long you're going to last.
Yeah, I agree. Now,
I don't, and it's a playoff thing. I mean, it could be. I don't know. It has. Well, I don't know.
I think the Childress thing puts too much in the frying pan, and I think on talent, Vikings I would pick. But because they have Michael Vick as an obvious energizer to that team, it plays totally different when he's on the field.
Totally.
If he's not injured and he stays healthy, I go with the Eagles making it in the playoffs more than Brett Favre.
Well, they're going to both make the playoffs.
Think so? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Who
else going to make it in the Eagles?
It's the Giants is going to run number one. They're number one. They're probably
so the Eagles will go.
Yeah, the Eagles will go. That's what I'm saying.
And then okay.
No,
I have to go look at the other standings, but because it's so bad,
right?
The reason why I have to go look because it's like who's going to snatch the bottom,
right?
Who's going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory?
Yeah, I agree. Who's going to do it? And I think right now it's a good look. Betting money says go with Favre because he always finds a way to somewhat step up at that 12th hour, 11th hour.
That's why I said it. That's why I said.
I know. Okay, well,
I know betting money.
You know what? There's one thing that trumps Brett Favre and Michael Vick.
That's horses.
That's almost Zenyatta, baby. Did you see that race?
No.
You didn't see the race?
No, because I hate to watch horses because, it just reminds you of what could possibly have happened before the whole ED thing kicked in.
The ED? What's the ED?
As you know.
Go ahead and say
Erectile dysfunction.
I knew it.
After these horses remind you what you were once like a wild stallion.
You know what?
And now like a donkey, like a pitiful old mule.
You know what?
You were once almost like a stallion.
You know what?
That's why,
Vic.
That's why I can't watch it, Vic.
You need help.
It's too much for me.
You need help.
Sad.
A lot of help.
I can watch the Phillies run.
Well, this is about a Philly.
That's what I'm saying, but
this is about a Philly.
But see, now it's different now.
Okay. Well, Zenyatta.
I know. That's why the ladies are coming out.
Now, look.
First Philly for
you
a while.
need to go see the video clip of how far this horse was behind. You need to see this, dude. And how this horse, here's the part I love. Everybody kept saying because he hasn't run against the big boys and it's a filly, that there stands no chance. The jockey was crying because he did make a mistake. You know what his mistake was? He lacked cup.
They got to wear that cup. Man, they tell you forget
Wait a
your
minute.
equipment.
How you gonna highlight a horse's accomplishments if you're thinking about cups,
That's
jockey
what I'm saying.
straps?
That's why you say the jockey made a mistake. What was it, Vic?
He
It
made a
wasn't the
mistake.
wrong kind of chewing gum. They
He
always
took too.
use
Wait a minute.
juicy fruit.
He took too long getting out of the block. Something that you should be familiar with the women you see.
Not my age. I can't get in the blocks. Shit. Get out the blocks.
Get out the blocks.
Once I'm in the blocks, I'm there to stay
Okay.
for a while.
Well, let me just.
By
Well,
the
let me
way,
just
it's
say
4
this.
hours. We
That's
gotta
wrong.
call
Don't,
a doctor.
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't
Call a
say it.
doctor.
You need help. Hey, for all of you guys, if you haven't seen the race, I'm just going to say this. They were questioning whether this is one of the greatest horses of all time.
A horse, huh?
Yeah, you make me trip.
It's like
over
a
that.
horse and a tortoise.
Of course.
A horse is a horse, of course.
But you need to go see it because the part that they was saying is that this was not going to even be close. Now, when he came or she came back, just
Makes a difference
you need,
now, but
You
you're
need
confusing
5
me.
feet. If he had 5 more feet, just 5 meters maybe. The
3
comeback
meters,
was
wait.
so much that I have to turn around and say this. They made a good point. Look at Secretariat. Look at all the other horses that had multiple losses. This horse's first loss came by 8 inches. And he came back. When I said
That's an
way back,
important link.
I'm not talking to you. Anyway, he came all the way back. She came all the way back. And I said, you know what? She is one of the greatest horses of all time. You have to see how she
And
ran
still,
down
when
the
it
fellas.
came down to it, because
We're not listening to you.
That 8 inches was
We're not-
the
we're
difference.
not listening to you.
That 8 inches was the difference. That 8 inches was the difference, damn it.
Okay.
There you go, Zenyatta. Almost. Almost.
Almost
All
Zenyatta.
right, Vic.
TCU. This is where we take it. This is where you was talking about earlier. I'm only put this in here. We already covered it. TCU basically jumps Boise State because I think Utah was overrated because it was number 4 against number 6. And when you defeat number 6, that's going to pull up your BCS ranking. So they jump Boise State. Do you believe Boise State is better or worse than TCU, Mario?
I think Boise State is better because they have bluegrass. And it looks wonderful.
If anybody has any questions on the chat that they like to direct at me, I'll answer
do have
them
bluegrass.
directly. I will. Okay, that's not helping people. They want to hear your
That's
opinion.
why they win.
Well,
Texas Christian, like I said, they should be winning because they have much more of that Southwest cuisine, like the Bobby Flay,
yeah.
and then all that Tex-Mex kind of thing happening.
mercy.
But that's why they should be winning because they can look. These white folks have been eating some fajitas. You
You're
can
right.
tell by the way they dancing around.
Okay, why can't you just say folks? Why'd you have to say white folks?
That's the ones in the picture.
You're supposed to be.
I didn't
different.
send over these props.
Some of these people may be Irish.
They white. Last I checked, you got to look close.
All right.
There's some debate on that.
All right. Well, hey, look, we already discussed TCU.
Go TCU.
There's a chance, Mario, that we're going to see an Oregon TCU, maybe a TCU Boise State. Not the norms. You're not going to see Alabama. You're not going to see LSU. And I think Auburn is going to have a tough trip. Even though they played Chattanooga and whooped them, that team is Chattanooga JC. So,
Well, that's because they playing people whose names just wouldn't sound good in the winning column. You know, you wouldn't want to hear Chattanooga
I knew it.
swept somebody.
Okay, let me go.
Wouldn't go. This wouldn't work.
I'm
It's
gonna-
hard enough adjusting to the Ducks, damn it.
Do you believe Mario sees dumb people?
I do. I do.
Do you believe that
I
Mario?
used to date some.
Okay.
They still wandering around out there lost. I sent them to the store and never came back.
Okay, see, this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, here you are.
I didn't give him any
Here's
money.
my segment. Do you believe with the Lakers off to the best start since 2001, the season at 7-0, you will come around, Mario, to cheer for Kobe Bryant?
Hell no. I tell you, I'm ordering my Shaq outfit. I'm officially supporting Shaquille O'Neal. I said I'm supporting Shaq the whole season.
What does Shaq have to do? Are you choosing Boston over LA?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah. I might as well let
All right.
hell freeze all the way over.
Okay. Let me just go.
Hell
on.
yeah.
All right. You see why he sees
That's
dumb
why.
people. Okay.
Damn it.
All right. Do you believe the Raiders actually? I forgot to put some words in here. Have John Madden on the sidelines dressed in drag as the reason for their latest 3-game winning streak?
No, well, I saw him. And that was that fine big one carrying the turduncan.
Wait,
Should have known about it. I should have known about a turduncan.
Did he say doink?
I didn't. They were too busy. They wouldn't talk. I guess the zipper was stuck.
Okay, let's see. That's not happening. I'm gonna go through these real quick because I'm not getting no support on this one. Do you believe said the Dallas Cowboys are the worst team in the NFL. Who said this? T.O., LeBron, Ocho Cinco, or Tony Romo?
Well, it wasn't Ocho Cinco because he wouldn't have stated it quite that clearly.
You're wrong. Okay, you eliminate.
No, it really was it was T.O.
It was T.O.?
Yeah, he's the main.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
T.O.'s cool.
Okay, you
Chad
like T.O.
is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
support
hated
it.
Chad's show though, but T.O.'s show was cool.
Okay, so you like. All right, let
But Chad's okay too.
I'll eliminate
They
the names.
okay. They funny.
All right, I'll eliminate the names one by one to see if we get to your
Gotta
answer.
talk some shit.
Oh yeah, somewhere. Okay, we can eliminate Tony Romo.
Oh yeah, you know Tony ain't gonna talk like that.
Okay,
He's a good old boy.
Yeah,
I like Tony.
Yeah, I
you
know.
can hang out with Tony.
we can eliminate Ocho
Find out
Cinco.
about Jessica.
You can eliminate Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
You can eliminate him. You can also eliminate T.O. LeBron James said Dallas Cowboys are the worst team in the NFL.
Oh yeah, he tweeted it.
That's right.
That's right, he did. LeBron, he knows.
That's right.
Go LeBron.
So
how
you're
is things down there in Miami?
Do you support that?
Watch some carbohydrates.
Oh, there's a phone call. Should I answer?
They have
it?
that conch down there. Answer. Who is that?
I don't know. Let me see. Russell Stein.
Oh, that's Alan. That's my boy.
That's your boy. You need to talk to him?
No, I'll call him back.
Wait a minute. Let me do this. Do you believe the reason the female Philly Zenyatta lost by only inches was because she had cramps?
No, I can tell you why she lost by inches.
Why?
It was the square of the hair times the heat of the meat, and that equals the angle of the dangle. And that was the cause and effect.
There's an interpretation
jump
for you
up.
guys that he's trying to convey.
It's the placebo syndrome, Vic.
Okay, I got you.
You know, syndrome, tweedledee-dum, humdrum, but don't succumb.
Okay, that was good. That was good. I got to give you a prop, and you didn't do claps on that one. That's cool. All right. Let's go to the last one.
What?
Here we go. Do you believe sometimes we have nothing better to do here at Morning Coffee than believe in ourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to believe in ourselves because the world is such a fantasy. It is a virtual reality, a cybernetic sensuality, something that your mind can feel, but is it real?
And that ends our segment.
Yeah!
Do you believe? And sports, we are done until tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned tonight when you see that game. I think, who is it? Is it Pittsburgh and Cincinnati? So you want to see the T.O. and Ocho Cinco show? You tune in tonight. What do you think the point spread is going to be, Mario, as we go out?
I'll spread. We're gonna spread. I don't know about the spread. Spread some thighs.
I'm gonna give Cincinnati 10 points. They need 10 points to beat Pittsburgh.
Well, you know, Marvin better come up with something.
That's it.
Cincinnati.
We're done.
New sports.
Over.
All about new.
That's right.
It's all about sweating in Cincinnati and Ohio in the house. Norman, y'all getting cold. Better wear some